the next two series, so they sit at 1 and 2. And already a somewhat standard draft, but it's a little bit flipped to what we normally see.
And this is about as standard gets here. You have two hyper carries, you have a really good front line with the Xin as well as the Sion that are difficult to fight through, and then you have that paired alongside this Lulu that is going to be peeling for you. Corky Nami does in fact come through. Two very different style of compositions. I think LYON is going to be happy to play really slow and steady. Their 5v5 front to back is going to be unbeatable.
They all get to their first reset. Saint going a little bit defensive here with the Catalyst first buy-in. Really poor teleport choice there. Should have just gone to his turret, but greeds it on the mid.
And sending Dokla back to base already. Of course, Dokla can ult back to lane. They're going to pop the Nocturne ult here on Orianna with no flash. They take him down easily with the perfect execution in the Paranoia. Nicely done here by Calmy and Kryra right there as the grubs do spawn, and is going to be able to likely grab, we'll see if he gets all three, but LYON's going to be slowed down, and immediately Berserker just dashing forward with the Transcend oneself. Yep, Castle just going forward to the skies, taking another really good trade here onto Dokla, who has just gotten back to lane. Roll quest already complete. Sajed taking a fight here onto Isles. Isles has got to be careful. He's going to flash out of there. Look at the wild growth. Cool. Knocks them both up, and LYONS has no flash and no chance to survive. Berserker and Isles with the big outplay in the 2v2. It costs him a flash, but it is well worth it.
Bot there where Berserker got 3 early kills, because he has 1 early kill, but early turret, cash in his call, and they really just kind of have to play around him. And with Nocturne in the game, if they're trying to do crazy things while that ult is available, it's usually not going to work out.
Inspired also back up towards this top side to be able to defend here, and Dokla's in the brush. They didn't see him coming. Kryra does have the spell shield available for the knockup. Sajed just gets rocked by Berserker. He is pushed back, and that means you're not going to have the AD carry in the fight. Castle is here, though, and is trying to get a big shock blast in onto Lulu. They're going to try to knock down Isles. Isles with the self-wild growth and the shockwave. It's a bounce house as everyone is just knocking Kryra up time and time again. Ingo's calling to the backline, though, but can't get to Inspired or Isles to finish him off. Dokla flashes out with no health. LYON survive with barely any health as another shock blast lands, but just can't get the kill.
Oh. Shit.
See DSG now the ones pulling the Dragon. LYON lacking a bit of vision, has mostly been cleared out. They do now spot that Dragon with their blue orb. As Castle's going to get engaged on. He is getting knocked up, and he's now polymorphed, but into the backline goes Kryra, flashing in onto Berserker. The barrier is popped, but Berserker is feared, and Berserker is finished off. Kryra going to be traded back on the other side. It's Sajed and LYONS alive, though, and it's only the 1 kill. They lose Castle so early as he was positioned so aggressively in that brush, and combo with that actualizer on your shockwave can be quite nice. Kryra does not know that he is on vision, and all of LYON are here. The lights get turned out by the Paranoia, but that is just kind of defensive. I think they're going to have to try to back it up. The tidal wave used there as Castle TP's into the middle of the whole team, and he is being focused immediately, does knock them back, but Berserker goes in. Berserker has them so low, and this feels like a pentakill waiting to happen. Calmy is running, goes back in, uses the perfect execution to dive back out once again. Berserker, though, dashing forward to Jed low, Castle low, Calmy low. DSG do survive, but that war did a lot. Calmy TPing back in, though. Will they actually go for a re-engage here? Berserker is low in health, but everyone else on LYON. Berserker goes forward there, takes a ton of damage, though, as Sajed able to disengage that and trade back effectively. Calmy now going to get spotted. Berserker is going to be looking for him as well, but they're going to be engaging onto Berserker, and he is just dead already. Calmy falls at the same time. Another kill going the way of a LYON as they get 2. Kryra and Calmy both down. Sajed going to have to flash over the wall. Dokla flashing to follow. They're going to be able to finish off Sajed as Castle trying to re-engage onto Isles and Saint, who are low health, but he just can't close the gap, and Inspired is still full health. And Dokla is not going to be knocked down to this one. DSG running for it. LYONS has to flash. They do survive. It will mean they lose the Dragon, though, as Castle trying to keep them interested, trying to get something done here.
For LYONS, so you'd like DSG to be the ones pulling the trigger, but they're consistently doing defensive engagements.
Oh, Berserker getting rocked here. Kryra's going to go in. They're trying to knock him down. The barrier, though, the flash keeps him alive. Berserker barely survives, but now Calmy is here. And Castle has found Saint on the side. Saint getting chunked down, but Isles there to peel. Berserker barely survives. Going for these aggressive trades, though, getting risky as Saint gets hit by a shock blast.
And they don't crucially have vision of the river. Dokla bought enough space for them. I'd want to see him just throw down a Scryer's Bloom and press Nocturne, though.
Douglas taking a lot of free damage. This is a bit risky. Kryber going to get spotted. Pops the paranoia. Has to flash out, though, as they're going in aggressive. You can see all the damage getting put down onto Dokla. Call Me trying to find an angle, but still, Inspired will not let him. Inspired going in onto Call Me. Call Me uses the Shroud. Berserker is getting kind of pushed back towards Call Me, but he's got to run for it as he gets polymorph. Castle goes in. Inspired jumps right on him as the Crescent Guard is popped, and the big shutdown there on a Berserker. Call Me finally is online and getting something done in this fight. Jet now looking for more. Saint is low. All of these health bars blinking red for LYON, but time and time again, they always seem to survive with low health bars. Inspired still has his Guardian Angel. Will not have Crescent Guard. Shockwave is up and available, so let's see how the contest looks. LYON is kind of getting low, and this is taking so long to get knocked down. Berserker is Hex getting out. Remember, this is the Rift that is up and available. It's down to 6K. They need to try to decide, are we bursting or not? Call Me's going to the backline. Here comes the Paranoia, but the big Shockwave from Saint pushes them back, and LYON knocked down the enemy jungler. Call Me incredibly low. Inspired just going on a solo mission, kills off the jungler, and now he wants Castle next. Gonna be chasing in after him, dashing in. Castle does not look like he is winning this fight. Inspired goes unstoppable. Berserker knocks down Sajed, and the wheels fall off for DSG.
Well, that was a fun 35 seconds that DSG had the upper hand. They throw it all the way as soon as they walk back to the Baron.
Looking for 1v1s against the Soul Laners all game long. It's 35 minutes in, and Castle is running from the 1v1 as Dokla arrives here with the teleport, trying to find him. On the other side, though, they are looking for the engage. Kryber is getting destroyed by Saint and Berserker. He goes in, and he regrets it very quickly. The bubble comes out. Not going to be able to find anything, though. Berserker is just completely unconcerned with everything that DSG can do on the ward, and of course Inspired is the closest one to him. Inspired gonna go hunting once again for the Akali here as the rest of the team does push in. Berserker dueling with Castle, and it looks like he's gonna get the better of him. The wild growth comes through for Miles as he's always got the Lulu in his back pocket. Inspired still just chasing out Call Me, and LYON win the 4v4 when the Akali is not there so easily.
Inspired is just a menace for Call Me. Call Me can't even get back to base as LYON is just collecting these inhibitors.
He is level 18 on the Xin Zhao, 270 CS at this point of the game. Inspired on a mission in this one has been incredible. LYON knocked down the mid lane inhib, take the top lane inhib, and they're looking to finish off the game as LYON gets the lead. It's a Jed follows quickly. Kryber's into the back line, but he's got no chance. Call Me, the last one standing, is sure to fall quickly. He gets polymorphed and knocked down once more. DSG made him work for it, but LYON showed their class, and Inspired just dominated this game.
7-0-6. When's the last time you saw both solo laners lose lane pretty badly?